There is a lot to be said about the power and things people can achieve when they all work together. I just want to start this video off by saying thank you to everyone who signed the petition and spoke out on how they felt over the YouTube beta towards YouTube via its blog or by any other means on this website. July 15th has passed by and the beta has not been forced upon the users, and that's thanks to the efforts of the people. Be proud for each and everyone's actions, whether they be big or small ones that contributed to the end results. When people put their differences aside and strive for a goal together, big things can happen, but that doesn't mean that we are out of the woods just yet. YouTube hasn't stopped the beta upgrade, they've simply delayed it, and this was due to the massive numbers of complaints and people pointing out the extremely obvious flaws with the beta that YouTube was trying to ignore. If the beta is still forced, at least everyone who spoke out can know that they were a part of the efforts in improving a broken feature. Now before I continue on with what steps should be taken next, I have to address some things first. Although the majority of people understand why the beta is not liked, there are still stupid people out there who open their mouths without thinking first. Let's go through the argument of the stupid first. Now there is nothing wrong with liking the beta, and there's nothing wrong with it if you personally enjoy it, but it is extremely moronic when people who like the beta go to spam others who don't, attacking the individuals and making poor arguments while not getting the point of it all or ignoring it. This is for those dumbasses. It's not your website, you can't complain. No, fuck you, it is partially our website. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The only reason advertisers are even here in the first place is because of how many people are on the site. If everyone leaves, then the advertisers go, since there is no profit to be made on a site that doesn't generate traffic. YouTube wants us to buy products and increase its revenue, and in return YouTube is supposed to make the site a pleasant experience and keep true to its name by letting people broadcast themselves. Censoring people's actions, taking away features the majority loves, lying about your slogan, and constantly ignoring your users while wanting them to generate money for you is wrong. The people are the lifeblood of this website, and they deserve the right to be heard, since they are what made this site famous in the first place. Who cares? We, the content creators and users, do, jackass. If the users complaining for their rights bothers you, then don't watch their stuff. It's as simple as that. It's a free service, you can't complain. Once again, we the users help make this site famous, and we are what creates money for this site. Our presence is the only thing keeping this site alive, and if we leave, everything falls apart. Since we contributed to this site being up, we should at least have some rights to make our experience better. The beta is part of bringing TVs and movies here. How is that a bad thing? There's nothing wrong with bringing in movies, TV shows, or any new features to this website. The problem is how YouTube executes these actions. Movies and shows are taking up tab space and view space, reducing the smaller channel's abilities to be viewed. Such things should be features of the site and not take priority over the people, pushing them aside to obscurity. New features should also be an option and not forced. Clearly a massive amount of people highly enjoy the old channel layout, and they should have the right to pick and choose instead of being ignored. Beta is better! Oh, really? I've heard a lot of shit coming from people trying to defend the beta, saying that it's better than the old layouts were, but I have yet to see any of these fucktards prove their points with their channels. I challenge anyone with a beta channel to show me one that equally matches the old layouts or is better. I've had a lot of people argue that they can have their backgrounds, but when I got to their pages, all I saw was part of their backgrounds with a bunch of ugly boxes covering everything. You can't see the other people's comments with the comment feature, and the scroll down feature to view videos is not better than the old layouts were, with a bunch of videos that could be displayed at once. If the beta is better, then create a channel showcasing everything the old layout has or more. If you can't do that, then don't complain, making yourself look like a bigger dumbass. Now that we have that out of the way, it's time to tackle the beta issue. YouTube is still going to force the beta upgrade on everyone, so here's some things we can do to fight back. First off, YouTube has manually censored the voices of everyone in the comments sections without telling the users. If you don't believe me, watch this and follow its instructions. Now go and uncensor your comment section if you believe in free speech. The next step in this situation is hurting YouTube. I would love to say and think that YouTube is fully listening to its users, but sadly they are only listening to the complaints they want to hear, and I highly doubt that'll ever change. YouTube only sides with money and nothing else, so we have no choice but to attack its revenue to get its attention. The web browser Firefox has an add-on tool called Ad Blocker Plus. What this tool does is removes ads from videos and websites altogether, which include YouTube. I have downloaded this and I've tried it for myself, and it does indeed work. I've surfed YouTube ad-free. There were no ads on the site, on videos, and they were even removed from partner videos. Disabling the ads causes a loss of revenue for YouTube, so if people start using the ad blocker in masses, we can hurt their wallets big time. But this can only work if people use it. Now I know that people aren't too crazy about installing stuff to their PCs, but I assure you this works. I tested it out with my stuff first, and it does indeed work. I wouldn't suggest this or anything to people unless I knew it worked first and I tried it for myself. As a matter of fact, Firefox is better than Internet Explorer, and I've been using it ever since to block out ads everywhere. I also have attached all the information you'll need to get this ad blocker in the description box, so just follow that and you'll be set. Also, help spread the word about the ad blocker and the censoring of the comments section by rating, commenting, and passing this video around to your contacts. Also, as an added bonus, if you possess a smartphone with 3G service, then I suggest watching company and partner channel videos with it instead of on your computer. 3G phones don't have full HTML support, so when you go on YouTube, company and partner videos have no ads, and their channels do not have the autoplayer option, so that removes another cheap tactic to gain money and make you, a person, into money. Remember, you can fight back against YouTube and hurt it to get your point across, because if you don't make your voice and actions heard against something wrong, then you have no right to complain about it when things go sour.